overseeing the master's program with the same group. She's a professor of Law. They came here. We also got a professor from the at that time. I don't know if it was the same, Professor Dan Wali of the Malawi Defense Force, the Brigade General, now he's the commandant of, but then he was the chief of legal services, was at the 2017, and now he's the commander of the Malawi National Defense College. And he has always been coming here in Jinja. So for the professional training and experience and mentorship, you'll be coming back and you meet us here to do the right thing for you. So that you don't despair, there will be challenges. So you must work hard. The selection criteria is high. We look at your law degree and the performance here and the general assessment by your supervisors, then you can be selected to go for that. But you still have time. I think the ones who are there, one of them is about 4 years, 5 years in the army, but I think someone is a bit senior. We also have got other programs. I have 4 of my lieutenants now at the U.S. Defense Institute of International Legal Studies at Rhode Island. They are going to be there until the end of the month for a 1-month course. We have other training programs outside the country to enhance your capabilities. But we follow a number of things. When the CIA was talking about discipline and other things, performance, and reports from the commanders as well, you will get opportunities. On 30th July, you must have known that when you are trying, you have to go and update your records. So I was called to go and make the documentation, and also told to hand over my uniforms. I said, well, I have my suit, the ceremonial, the red tunic, I keep them. But this one I already told my department to prepare for a handling team. The commandant, Colonel Arthur, gives me hope that we are building a strong army by ourselves. When our colleagues from the Netherlands approached the CDF, then General Mozi, through a friendship interaction with his colleague, Brigadier Peter of the Netherlands Army, and General Mozi tasked me to see that we have a legal training center established. So by then I was a deputy chief, and we had to go through many steps. We had the center established from Junior Staff College, launched by General Bad, I think is the one who represents the CDF by then. And we have moved on from what you are seeing. The infrastructure, the beautiful pictures on the walls, the plaques as you can see, and the new block that we have put up. We have a plan with my colleagues from the Netherlands, and of course with the support of the joint headquarters, to have accommodation, decent accommodation for the participants and also for the directing staff.
Members of the press, graduates of Advanced Brigade Officers Course Intake 10 of the year 2024, good morning. I am Lieutenant Colonel Susan Mwanga, the Commandant of the Legal Training Center. I welcome you once again to the closure of this course. Two of them are sick, but because of true blood of the Uganda Coast Defense Forces in them, Dawa na Kazi, they are here today. I've kept checking on them on phone. Sometimes they'll be here, sometimes they wouldn't, but today they made it. The deputy commandant is also not well. She could not make it from Kampala, but she's with us in spirit. I specifically thank you, sir, for relentless commitment and love for the Legal Training Center and the need to sharpen military lawyers. Even if you're exiting, sir, I know you'll still be with us. And wherever you will be, if you can't reach us, sir, I can assure you that you've left us in a good position, and will continue to carry the candle. At this juncture, sir, may I invite you to come and give a few words of wisdom to the graduates and thereafter close the course. But you come out a different soldier, and trust me, that will propel you as a soldier. I wish to thank in absentia, no, not in absentia, I wish to thank the Netherlands and specifically Colonel Arthur for continued and tireless support and dedication to this noble cause. I thank in absentia the International Committee of the Red Cross team from Kampala, who have always facilitated, and they were here with us recently. The center still needs support of partners, and indeed we implore that it continues. I wish to thank the Uganda Post Defense Forces leadership for continued support rendered to the Recruit Training Center and ensuring its continuity. More gratitude goes to sister colleges in the cantonment who have relentlessly extended support to the Legal Training Center whenever called upon. To LTC staff, you are invaluable and good things are coming. I can assure you, you should not give up hope. Sir, these gentlemen you see here, the ladies are not present because of our assignments, but the gentlemen you see here are relentless and true.
As lawyers, we have the continuing legal education programs in the mainstream legal profession outside the defense forces. But I think we are doing it much better, because I see my classmates, especially for the postgraduate, a number of them are judges and those other levels. But there are very few who have been able to enhance the academic area so much. Some of them look for money in town and they forget that they need to add on. There are challenges in the practice of legal practice all over the world now. We're talking about emerging issues. Kind of as I talked about now, going back to train the trainers for the future courses, because there are issues that continue coming on. If you paid attention to the ICJ ruling recently, South Africa against Israel, the court failed to pronounce itself as whether or not Israel is committing genocide in the Palestinian land, and they said there is a plausible genocide act by the Israel Defense Forces and the Israel government against the Palestinians. And I watch news almost a daily basis if I have time, those international stations. When they talked about the plausible genocide and genocide, I see to me, when I see what is happening, and when the court says plausible genocide, I want to interrogate that concept. What does that mean? Is that genocide or it's not there? So you must have some advanced understanding and analytical skills to come up to be able to advise if you are asked by your commanders, what does plausible genocide mean? What does that concept mean? So if you go and put on your uniform and relax, and you are admired because you are putting on uniform, you may go through the institution, but you will not have developed your capabilities to deliver both within and outside the defense forces. We have the Master in Law, International Law, European International Program at the Amsterdam Law School. We have had a number of graduates. This year we had 2 students. One is already back and is going to be on the team. Another is coming next week. He's also going to be on the directing staff team. And others who have gone through.
Guidance for those who would maybe be candidates in future for the Amsterdam student program at the Amsterdam Law School. It's a 1-year master. We talked about it already in classroom. And right next to me, Colonel Susan is a graduate from Amsterdam Law School. And this year or next year, we will start in September also with a 2-slot possibility for outstanding students to study in Amsterdam and do a master in international and European law. And we started a course. We started a TOT course in May 2015, and Commandant Susan was on that same TOT course. We started off together. And still we are here. I'm very proud that I just heard that this is ABLOC number 10 already. Whereas we developed a lot of courses during those years, as from 2015 until now. Except for the COVID years, of course, we all know that we all had to close. But picking up the opportunity to come back again and start again with the Legal Training Center is key. And even now, as I stand here, we are close to getting a MOU signed, which will allow us to continue training for the next coming 5 years. We will do so in near future, and being here, monitoring this course, I would suggest that we would be training on international law topics with the directing staff to get them up to speed, rather than to teach the students. Because I think the directing staff is doing an outstanding job training you as cadets. Being here at the ABLOC makes me think, look back to those beginning years where we introduced international law. We introduced a system called BRA. You all know what that is, Basis Regime Accountability. I was present here during this week where I saw you activating that BRA system, Basis Regime Accountability, and that is key to all international law courses. International law, humanitarian law, and human rights law, they all come together at this training center. And I